Hey guys, it's E with Scrapbooking with me, and the reason I'm laughing is because I started this video 3 times and said my name wrong all 3 times. I'm not tired at all. But anyway, I was going to show you first the freebies that I think I finally got caught up on all the freebies. I've got the ones for the blog, the Friday Freebie, the Buy Me a Coffee, the YouTubers, and the Ko-fi. So these are the Friday freebies. They're on the blog. You got it. If you got your newsletter, there'll be a link in there. If you can't click on that link, I have had some people that said that when I click on the link, it says that it is a spam or unprotected site or something. I don't know what. Anyway, we scan all of our newsletters before they go out, so they are virus free. I don't know why you have a problem clicking on the links, but if you do, just go to the website. Just go right into the website, and if you go to the website and then blog, then you'll see where all the freebies are. Well, these freebies anyway, not the other ones. So it's Friday Freebie. It's got this page, this page, and this page. Now that is Friday Freebie for everybody who is a subscriber to our channel. Say this, subscriber. Say that 4 or 5 times. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this one is the Buy Me a Coffee. If you are a supporter through Buy Me a Coffee, if you donate each month through that, then, or if you have donated through that, then you get these 2 freebies. This is Buy Me a Coffee. That link is always below. If you're wondering what it's all about, you can click on that link and go over and read. Just clicking on the link doesn't make you don't have to give anything just because you click on the link. And then that page. And then this one is the Ko-fi, K-O-F-I site. There's some people that contribute through there, and I thank you so much. They are supporters through the Ko-fi, and they get these pages. And that one, I think I printed that one twice, but I think they get that anyway. And then YouTube, if you are a member of our YouTube channel, not a follower, but a member, if you contribute each month to our YouTube channel, then you got freebies. So this is for the YouTube members. So that one, that page, this page that I absolutely love. You know I love these old invoice things. And then this page and this page. So that is the freebies for, I guess that will be all that we'll do in July. The next freebies will come up in August. Okay, I think I'm going to work with a few of these today. I don't know exactly which ones. I think these, since I am working on a butterfly journal, I think we'll work with these some. What do you say? Now, I'm going to cut these and I'm going to back them. I get asked all the time, why do you cut them? Why don't you just put a full backing sheet on all of them? Well, I might not want to do all of them. Plus, a lot of times when I use the backing sheets, I use the back of these old book pages, and sometimes they're not quite big enough to do the whole thing. This is very brittle, so I'm going to use this. I don't know. Just says the end, and that looks like an old witch, but I don't know. I don't know what book it was from. It's just a couple of pages that I found laying around. And I'm sorry if I sniffle and if I sneeze and if I clear my throat. I'm sorry about all that. I'm still having my issues with my sinuses, so it cannot be helped. Even though I am on medicine, it still can't be helped. It's just one of those things that I go through this time of year. Like I said, at least I haven't lost my voice. Normally I lose my voice too, so if I lose my voice, we'll just do some silent videos. We'll do silent movies. Now I'm backing in on this because you can write on that side, and plus it's preserving this piece of paper, so better than throwing it in the garbage. So what are you guys up to today? I am working. I'm tired right now. I have been up a good while. I couldn't sleep, so I went ahead and got up, and Brandon had some things to do today, so he couldn't come into work, so I have been like doing double time today, but that's okay. We like to stay busy. Not complaining at all. I'm just a little tired. I finished this video. I'm going to edit it and upload, and I think I'm going to go and find my recliner and see if I can just, maybe I can sleep a little while in my recliner. I don't know. I normally can't. The recliner that I had to get a new recliner because my other one actually broke. I tell Melina that she broke it, but anyway. And yes, I know you're not supposed to sit in recliners. Bad for your back, all that kind of stuff. My doctor tells me that all the time. But I got one that kind of lays all the way back. It's almost like a bed. But it's just not as comfortable as my old recliner. It's just not. I guess I just got so used to my old one that this one just, it's not the same, But I can still, now my old one, I could lay down and go to sleep and just sleep for really good sleep. But in this one, I can't for some reason. I don't know what. I have to now go to bed if I want to sleep. And I don't go to bed in the daytime unless I am really, really sick. I mean, I have to be. Alicia, she said, Mom, if we ever come to your house and you're in the bed in the middle of the day, she said, I'm not even going upstairs. I don't even want to see you, because she said, you're going to be bad. Because I'm just not one to go lay down and take a nap or anything like that. I never was. I never have been. Now, my dad, when we were growing up, every day right after lunch, Mom would fix lunch, and you know, he was a sharecropper, so we worked in the field. We worked in cotton fields and hay fields and everything else, and he always did big gardens and things. So he worked so hard in the mornings because he would work from daylight, and then Mom would fix lunch and he would eat lunch, and then after he ate lunch, he went and took a 30-minute nap every day. And the thing of it is, we could set our clock by him taking that 30-minute nap, because he would sleep exactly 30 minutes and wake up and not have any kind of alarm clock or anything. But when he laid down, he would go to sleep. He didn't lay and toss and turn like I do. And then in 30 minutes, he would hop up, put his shoes back on, and he always lay down on the couch to take his nap. He would hop up, put his shoes back on, and right back out in the field he'd go. And I thought, how in the world does he do that? I would love to be able to go to sleep that quick. I don't know, I guess he worked a lot harder than I do. He was a hard-working man. Worked a whole lot harder than me. That's probably how he could take naps. His body had to have them. And he never did do that until after he had 3 strokes just within like 2-month period. And he was paralyzed for a long time on his right side, and he never did that until after he had his strokes. And then I think his body just had to have that rest. But he was the hardest working man I know and ever known. Never was a day that went by that he was not working at something other than Sunday. Now on Sunday he didn't work. Other than, you know, he might go out and pick a few vegetables out of the garden for Mom to cook or something like that, but he didn't work on Sunday. But 6 days a week, he was, from sun up to sundown, he was working. I guess you had to when you had 8 kids, huh? Oh, me. That's a lot of young'uns. I think, yeah, I'm going to put a backing on these too, because I want to include them in the journal, and they're You know, I printed them on a 28-pound paper, but I don't like the back being white. And somebody, I think I addressed this in the last video, somebody said, well, if you don't, you know, like the thickness of your paper, why don't you just print on cardstock? I don't like to put cardstock through my printers because, truthfully, I wear out printers real fast. And if I put cardstock through them, they would wear out a lot faster because cardstock is so hard on your printer. So I just don't put cardstock through them. Plus, I don't mind backing my pages. I kind of like it. I enjoy it. And you get to use up old book pages and things, so it doesn't bother me. You might want to print on cardstock, and if you do, that's your printer. You can do it, but I used to do that, and I went through printers like Carter Scott liver pills, so I just don't do it anymore. I am out of glue again. So today's going to be kind of a lazy, hazy day. Let me get another glue stick. Wow, I was out in my little stash too. I had to grab one from the store. But yeah, we're going to have kind of a lazy day today. I hope you guys don't mind. It's just going to be kind of lazy and slow. And yes, I could put this back in my trimmer and cut it, but there's nothing like cutting paper with scissors, I don't think. I've always loved it ever since I was a little bitty thing. Many years ago when I was little, and if you hear my children say it, they'll say back in the black and white day. That's what they say. When I was little, it was only black and white, nothing else. There was nothing in color. That's what they tell me. But anyway, I would sit with the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and I would cut out the dolls, or I say dolls, I called them dolls, but they were actually the ladies in the Sears and Roebuck catalog, the people that was modeling the clothes and things. I would sit and cut those out, and I would use them as my dolls because, you know, we were poor. We didn't have dolls and things. So if we had anything like that, we usually made it, or Daddy made it for us or something, but I would sit and cut those out and use them for my baby dolls. And then I would cut out the extra dresses and shoes and things in the catalog, and I would dress my people. So I had girls and boys and little kids, and I'd have a whole family of them, and I would cut their clothes out. Every day I'd dress them in different clothes and different shoes, and I figured out a way, you know, I didn't want to glue their clothes on them, because if you glued them on, I mean, I was smart enough back then that if I knew that if I glued their clothes on, that I wouldn't be able to take them off and change them. So I figured out a way that I could cut everything and have a little, I'll show you what I mean, have a little tab. Let's just say that was my dress. So I would have some little tabs all around that looked like that, and I would just fold it around the image of the doll or whatever, or the girl or woman. And then that way I could take them off and change them and all that kind of stuff. So I was pretty creative back then, I thought. And I would sit and do that for hours on end. And just, you know, it was just tough if anybody hadn't already looked at the Sears and Roebuck catalog, because when they started looking through it, they would find where I'd cut things out all over the place. Which normally we got the Sears and Roebuck catalog that everybody else give away. So, you know, we got the old ones anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal. And my parents never looked through it because they couldn't afford to buy anything from there anyway. So they just let me play with it. And I was raised with 4 boys, so the boys didn't care anything about it either, so it was just me. I just sit and play with that stuff for hours on end. And I just love the I had those little bitty teeny silver scissors that we used to get for school that, you know, the kids had. They had the safety ends on them and all that. That's the ones that I had, and I would sit and cut with those things for hours on end in the floor and make my paper dolls and all the stuff that went with them. And I'd have a whole little shoebox full of paper dolls and clothes and all of that. And that was so fun. It kept me occupied for a long time. And that's probably what my mom and dad wanted, is to keep me out of their hair. So I don't know if I got any more of these plain ones or not. Because if I was not doing that, I was asking a million questions, because I was one of those kids that thought that I had to know everything about everything. And I guess my dad would rather see me sitting on the floor cutting out paper dolls than asking him a million questions. I was very inquisitive, and I still am to a point. I still like to know how everything runs and how everything works. Okay, we're just going to get a few of these cut out and backed. Not a big... I probably should have put those that way. Why didn't I do that? I could save some paper. Oh well, we'll get these on here anyway. They're shorter. I enjoy doing this. I just enjoy backing things. I could sit and do this for hours. And it helps you when you start putting your journal together to have this kind of thing done. I know I've probably done a lot of this lately, but I had run completely out of ephemera for journals. So I needed it. But anyway, you guys say that you don't mind whatever I want to talk about or do, that you're here with me, so hopefully you don't. Hopefully you don't mind. Let's see. I want to fill this in, so I have that to cut out too, and then we'll go on to something else. Maybe I can get these on there. I probably am not going to work on my butterfly journal on camera today. I've got a couple almost finished, and I need to get those finished up, so I'll probably finish those up tonight, and then we'll start again on maybe the butterfly journal, and then I have another particular type journal that I'm going to start on when I get these other ones that I've got going mailed out. So that'll all be next week. Oh, and we do have, I meant to tell you this on the other video that I did, but I just didn't do it. I don't know why. We do have the mystery bundles back, the ones that we did before, where you can choose the tote bag and then we fill it up with goodies, or you can choose the tumbler, we fill it up. We're going to do it live, but we're going to do it a little bit different way so that the video is not quite so long. The live is not quite so long. We're going to go ahead. I've got all of the tumblers and all of the tote bags separated out. And so you just choose what tote bag you want, the style that you want, and then whatever paper is in that, we go ahead and pull your items, and then we'll show them on the video. So it'll make it go a little bit quicker than having to pull them while the live is going on. And we're also going to have some door prizes that night. We're going to have, and yes, I'm going to be on camera quite a bit. It may be me, mainly me and Alicia. I don't know. I haven't talked to Melina, so I don't know if she's going to be available that night or not. So I will be putting the information up on my channel here after a while, maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I have enough steam to do it today, but anyway, we'll get that done. And so it's going to be a fun live. We'll have some, while the live's going on, we'll have some sale codes that you can use. Just, you know, we'll give you like 30 minutes sale code or something like that. So it's going to be fun. So you can go over and check those out on the channel. If you've got your newsletter, In your newsletter, it has direct links to the bundles. I've also posted the link for the newsletter on my Facebook page just in case. Some people said that they can't open it up, so just in case you're not getting yours or can't open it or whatever. So that's coming up. I think we're going to do our live on the 6th of August, so write that down on your calendar at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because I've got to get those done. We will be leaving again the last week in August, going to Missouri, to Silver Dollar City. The kids are singing up there. So I've got to get all of that done before we leave. And there will be more information coming on the meet and greet mini retreat that I had mentioned on one of the last videos. We are still waiting on the information back from the hotel. We're trying to get a hotel that has a big conference room in it so that if you want to stay at the hotel, then you don't have to go anywhere other than just downstairs to the room. And I'm waiting on them to get back with me with a price, plus with maybe a block of rooms that, you know, we can get discounts on, that kind of thing. So still waiting on that. I don't get in a hurry when it comes to that kind of thing. So I'll let you know more as soon as we get more information. Alright, we have got all of these already done. I don't think I'm going to do any more of these. I would like to do some of those, but I'll do those off camera. You've already seen me sit here and cut. So let me get my journal and we'll start maybe putting some of these things in my butterfly journal. I said I wasn't going to work on it today, but guess what? I'm working on it today. Now, someone said, how do you keep all of the journals together and everything together while you are working on 3 or 4 journals at a time? I use the zipper bags that we give with the E-Club kits. We also have these for sale in the store. So they are waterproof, they're tear-proof, they're really big, they're A4 size. So all of this is what I've got for the butterfly journal. All of this goes in here, and anything else that I run up on that might go with this journal, I just stick it in here, zip it up, and then and I usually put a little label on the outside that says butterfly journal, and then when I get ready to ship it out, then I take that label off and use this again for another one. So that's kind of how I keep everything together. And we, like I said, we do sell those in the store, so you don't have to get the E-Club kit to get them. You can just purchase them. Now, someone had mentioned that had ordered a journal a little while ago. They had asked me, was I working on their journal? I am working on many journals at once. So don't think just because I show starting a new journal on video that I'm just starting up new projects and I'm not working on your journals. I am working on, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6 journals going. 5 of them are almost finished. This is the 6th one. So 5 of them are people that ordered before this person. This one is already sold, and 5 of the people ordered before this person. So theirs are almost finished. But I like to do some of this on video instead of doing it all behind the scenes, because you guys say that you like to watch, you know, me make things. So that's what I do. So that just a little tidbit there. I don't want you thinking just because every time I turn around that I am making, you know, coming up with a new journal, that I'm not working on yours, because I am. I promise you I am. Okay, I want to make I think I'm going to use that to make a writing board for the front, but I'm not going to make my writing board right now. But I am going to stick this in here just to let myself know that that's going to be my writing board right there. So we're just going to stick it in there like that. Alright, now I haven't got anything done in this except just the pages put in, basically. I think I want something right here, but I believe I want like a side tuck, and I don't think I have one of those made. Let's see if we do. I don't really want that one with that page though. Let's see if we don't have another one, we're just gonna have to make one. I don't have another one made, so let's make one. Now I think I want a page that has quite a bit of color to it, because you see through here there's some color, but it's not any bright color. So I'm going to use this so that it'll have some bright color in there. And I think I'm going to fold this just to make it a little bit stronger. You could just back it and not fold it, but you know, save your paper. But I've got plenty of this paper, so, and I can always print more. So I'm just going to do it this way. A little bit quicker. And then that'll make a perfect tag right there. Now I don't want this quite that tall. And I have got my trimmer is over on the other table. I was working over there doing something earlier. And it's over there, so we're just going to try to make sure that we get it somewhere near. That's not straight. Okay. Alright, let's drag out this trimmer. I should have known I couldn't tear it straight. Look at that, how crooked. Oh well. This trimmer, I love it. It's the best, I think. But it does take up a lot of room on your desk. So I tend to use my little one when I'm going to just do some small chomping. Oh, and I had someone, let me grab it in just a second. Let me put this down first. I had someone that asked, let me empty it because it's full right now, that asked, could I show how I made this little giblet box. This is my giblet box. You guys know by now what my giblets are. They're just the little pieces that I have on my desk that I put in here. She asked, could I show how I made this? I didn't make this. This is actually a top to a little box that was this size, and the box looked like this on the bottom. The box, the side tore out of the box, and I started to throw the whole thing away, but this top was just the right size for my little giblets. And it didn't take up too much room on my desk. You know, I don't have a huge desk right here, so I can't use anything that's gonna take up a lot of room on my desk. So that's what I use. It's just a top to something. It's not, you know, I didn't make it, but you could certainly make one. Just cut you some chipboard this size or a little bit bigger, whatever size you want, and then cut your sides and put it together. But that's just a box top. That's all it is. I did answer her question, but I wanted to answer it on here because other people might have thought that too. She asked me, could I show how to make it? Well, I just didn't make it. I have made something like that before, but I didn't make that one. I just used that top rather than throwing it out. I told you, you know, I don't like to throw things away. My kids learned that yesterday. Alicia come over, her and Benji and the girls. She came over and was going to help move some furniture out because I've got some people coming this next week that's going to be putting down flooring for me. And the flooring that my husband actually bought 3 years ago, that the first contractors that I had was supposed to do, and they didn't. So it's been sitting out in my garage for almost 3 years now. So I got in contact with a friend, and I was asking him, did he know anybody that wouldn't charge me a lot? And, you know, I said, I can't pay much. I've already got the flooring. It's paid for. My husband bought it a long time ago, and I just need to get it done, get the carpet up, because my doctor's already said that carpet's killing me because of me breathing that, you know, old carpet. So all the dust and things. And he said, well, I can do it. He said, I'll come and do it for you. And he said, I'm not going to charge you much. But he said, he's got bad back. So he said, the only thing is, I can't lift. He said, I can get down, put the flooring down, no problem. But he said, I just can't do a lot of lifting. So I said, I've told this story on here before. You guys are probably sick of hearing it. But I said, okay, well, I'll see if I can get my kids to do the lifting and, move the furniture. Well, so I called Alicia and I asked her about it. And she said, yeah, we can come over and do that. She said, she said, give me a little bit of time until Benji gets home and we'll just come over and get that done for you. I said, okay. I'm sorry, I'm looking for something to go on here and I'm not finding it. So anyway, they came over and she come down after she had gone through like one closet. And she come down and said, Mother, where in the world was you planning on using everything that you've got up there in that closet? I said, wait just a minute, young lady. And she said, what? I said, part of that stuff that's in that closet is your kids and yours from when y'all had to live here when you were building your house. And she said, oh no. And I said, yeah, oh yeah. I said, just go up there and get started going through it and you'll see. So she goes up and starts going through it. When she come down in a little while, she said, okay, I stand corrected. She said, she brought down 2 great big garbage bags. She said, these 2 garbage bags are full of things that I left over here when we moved out. I said, I told you. It's not all my stuff. I am a hoarder, and I'm not that bad of a hoarder. I like a clean, neat house, but I do collect things. But I said, I don't keep that much stuff around. And she was like, I am sorry. She said, I didn't realize we left all this over here. She said, why didn't you tell us to get it? I said, well, I don't go in there much. I don't have to have that room. So I was just kind of waiting until I started to get the flooring down. Then I knew it would have to be moved then. And then I knew that you probably were going to be the one that moved it. So, all right, I just put 3 of those little dots that we've got to sell. They're not, not real dimensional. Put those there, and then that will be a good little tuck pocket. So let's move on. So anyway, that's the moral of the story is she was saying that I collected way too much and kept way too much, but to come to find out, a lot of it was hers. So it was not all Mother's, hers and her daughter's. Presley found a whole box, great big box, like slides up under your bed, full of shoes that she had left over here. She said, I wondered all these years where all those shoes went to, and now I know. I said, yeah, you left them all over here. Benji said, I would not have had to buy you all the new shoes that I had bought you if you had took those home with you. Of course, now, she's already outgrown them, so. Because that's been, let's see, it's 3 years, I guess, since they moved out. So, Alicia said, well, I guess we're just going to throw them away. I said, just take them up and put them in the Goodwill or something. I mean, they're still good shoes. Somebody might can get some good out of them. Nothing else, give them just, a place that helps support, kids and wives and things like that, battered wives thing or whatever you call it. I said, don't just throw them away. I hate to see them just go in the garbage when they're still good shoes. Okay, I'm not going very fast on this because I can't decide what I want to do. Let's see. I think I might put that on there. I'm going to have to cover that. I think I'll just put some ink on it. That's where my printer slipped just a little bit. That's another thing that your printer will start doing if you do print on a lot of cardstock, is it will start trying to pull a couple of sheets through at the same time of regular print paper, or it will start misfeeding, which is what it did. This one did on here. This is an old printout though, not a recent with my recent printer. There we go. So we've got a little tuck pocket there, and then on this side we've got a flip, and it is a pocket at the top. This I will probably, let's see, I don't know, we could put a little tag in there. I started to say I'll probably cut that off, but we can put a little tag in there. And then I don't know if I'll add, an extension to the page or not. It would hold just a tiny little tag, like that. So we'll let that stay in there. I probably shouldn't until the glue dries, but oh well, it's done now. Now, I have no idea how I got this little piece right there, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not worried about it. So let's see if there's any of this stuff that we just did that we can use on here. I didn't really cut out any pockets. I don't think there is. We could use that there. Got this little piece in here that I'd like to just put some ink on or cut out. I don't know which. Let's try putting the ink on it first. And if that don't look right, we'll punch it. Oh, that looks okay. Okay, we're going to put that down like that. Now, I think this actually had another piece to it in that kit, and I cut it off because I don't like the pockets where when you put them down, the flap goes backward. I don't like that. So I think I cut it off to make just a pocket like that. And then we can put a tall, slender tag in that. Let's put something here that looks really plain. This might work on this one. Yeah, I don't mind that together, because you don't need as much color on that side as I did on my other one. Well, anyway, they did get all the furniture moved out. Of course, most of it's moved into my bedroom now, so last night I had to wiggle my way around to get to bed, but that's the only place we really had to put it until they get finished, or until the guy gets finished. I'm looking forward to it, but yet it kind of hurts my heart because, bless his heart, my hubby had went and purchased that flooring and wanted it down many years ago before he passed, and the jerks, I'm sorry, that's just what I call them, that I had doing my flooring at that time, they just left. We got really sick, and I think they saw, oh, well, he's sick and she's not really paying any attention to us, so let's just cut out of here. And they did. They left, and left right in the middle of their jobs. I mean, they left me hanging. And he was too sick to really, for me to really, concentrate on it too much right then. I was more concentrated on him, so I didn't really do anything about it. I know I could have, but I didn't, because I just wanted to take care of him at that point. So, but I would never, ever, ever recommend those men, if you can call them that, to do any kind of job anywhere around here, because they're pitiful. Just plain out old pitiful. Right, let's see what we got. I can't get started on that too much, because if I do, I get upset. Let's make this into a little side tuck, and it kind of blends with that, or not blends, but matches up with it. Now I'm not going to cut too much off because I don't want to cut my wording right there. And see, we did back this, but I don't mind using it as a side tuck because that backing just made this stronger. And when I do a side tuck, I only put glue down this way and then across there. And that's it. And I'm going to bring this one up from the bottom just a little bit, because this page is actually taller than most of them. So it's going to go like that. And I'll probably put, something else on here later on. Right now I'm just putting pockets down. That's kind of my process. I do pockets, and then I come back and do tags, and then, I kind of go that type process. Oh, I was hoping that would be long enough, because I like that together, to make a belly band right here. Well, you know what? We can make it longer. Let's just do that. Let me find a piece of paper. I'm going to use, I think, yep. I'm going to use a piece of this, and I am just going to tear it off and hope that it's going to be about the right size. If it's not, we'll just figure it out. And then I'm going to fold it in the middle. And it may be a little bit narrower than that one, but that's okay. That will go from top to bottom, and then this is going to go on top. No, that's going to be about the right size. Okay, let me even this up. So check your emails. I think you're going to be excited to get the newsletter this month, or this week, or this whatever. Sometimes I send them out once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. It just depends on how much time I have to make them. So we're going to put that right there. I'm going to cut just a tiny bit off, a little bit long. Yeah. And then I'm going to glue this on top of it, just kind of centering it up. You could have put it down like it was. You don't have to have it the same length, but I wanted it a little bit longer because I think I got something in mind that I want to do with this one. Let's see. See if I can get this pretty well even. That'll work. So then we'll put that down right there, and that's our belly band. And it'll be a nice strong belly band. And then this kind of goes together there. So there we go. Belly band. Now I'll add something to this. Add a page to it, but right now we're going to go on. Now this is a fragile type paper, so I may just leave that for writing and not do anything there. This we will do something on, and I may do just a little stack of pockets like this. Just a little variation of pockets. I hadn't done anything like that in a while. Let me punch this. I don't know if this is going to punch. Maybe. Well, it did. Yeah, we haven't done any little, like multiple pockets on the same page in a while, so let's do that. Okay, we're going to start with this one at the bottom. I'm just going to put it pretty close to the bottom, leaving about 1/8 of an inch. And then I think we'll do this one here. Put it right there. And then this one up here, like that. Hopefully that's somewhat near straight. So then we can put little tags down here, tag there, and a little tag there. That's a pretty page, isn't it? I want something here. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I am not really crazy about that page right there. So, I mean, it's on the back of a music page. I love the old music page. So this is actually a pocket. I don't know, I'm going to leave that there. I got to think about it a while because I want to cover the inside of that pocket and I want to do something here. I'm going to leave that there and think about it a little bit. This one, I'm going to do a little flip out on that. I don't know about that. I think we'll do something here. You know what? Right now my mind's blank, so I don't know exactly what I want to do there. I don't know exactly what I want to do anywhere right now. It's just I'm having a blank. Every now and then I have blanks. I kind of want like some little side pockets like that. I know these are not the same width. Well, they're almost. They're close enough. Alright, let's see if we can do that. I don't know if it's going to turn out like I'm thinking or not, but we'll try. Now I'm going to put a little pull in this. Just a little one. And then I'm going to trim just a tiny bit more off of this. See if I can get it about the same width. Not that it really matters that much, but... And, whoops. And then I'm just going to see if I can get the pulls, even though they're not the same height or anything. Okay. Edith Ray. I put the pulls on the wrong side. See, now it will go in this way, and I wanted them to go in the other way. So let's find another page. Why in the world did I do that? Well, it's not going to matter what page I find, really. See, I'm just too tired to think about it. Okay, let's go ahead and put them out here. You can still put a tag in that way and a tag in that way, but don't do like I do. Put the pull on the other side. I'm going to put them in because they'll still work, but in the back I may do some on the other direction. When I get really tired, I don't function that well, which I don't function that well a lot of days anyway. Okay, so then, and I'm putting them just pretty close to the side so that I'll have plenty of room here and it not, you know, get into the spine. Yeah, we can do that. So see, this little tag would slide in there nicely. Not a problem. And then we can have, we got another one the same size that would slide in down here. So that's good. We'll do that. And then in the back, we'll put some on the opposite side, but I'll have to back some more because I don't have any more back right now. I think I'm going to stop there. We're at the center of it. Like I said, when I get really tired, I start messing up, and I don't want to mess up anymore. So I think I'm going to stop there, and I will try my best to put all the links below for you guys so that you can go over and check out all of the freebies. If you're a member of the YouTube, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, and the blog, you have access to the whole 9 yards. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.